Hey, what's up? My name is Jam and I'm here to talk about the Real Housewives of Durban, the reunion, part 1. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, support a bitch.
Support me, bitch!
So before we get into the reunion, let me tell you who was the best dressed for me. It's actually two people. For me, Sorisha and Nonku were the best dressed. The hair, for me, the makeup, the dress, the jewelry. For me, Sorisha and Nonku were really the best dressed. They looked really, really nice. I'm not going to talk about the rest because I don't want to be a bitch too much. So the host is Mablerh. I hope I'm saying his name right, Mablerh. So Mablerh was the host and he was introducing himself and of course introducing the ladies, asking Jojo about the renovations, asking Nonku like how she put herself together, asking Slee about her kids, telling Annie, him and Annie see each other, they see each other. Telling telling Maria that she is the perfect model for a designer because she can fit into anything. I loved when he got to Mbali and he was like, Mbali, I really did not think you will be at the reunion. I wasn't sure that Mbali was going to come at the reunion, but that was cool. He said he had some house rules: no biting, no yelling, no storming off the stage. Maria broke one; she stormed off the stage. He asked the newbies if this is what they expected. Maria was like, I'm just here to put my lips on display one more time. Listen, Maria, if you can take a dig at your lips, we can too. And your lips look a bit too much. So why can't we talk about your lips? Or we're supposed to if this is the first time I am meeting someone like Maria, I'm gonna ask like, Joe, those lips. I'm going to ask that. This was the first time we, the viewers, were seeing that. So of course we're gonna talk about it. This was the first time Nonku and Mali were seeing you. So of course we're gonna talk about it. And let's see when they get to that part of body shaming, if they're gonna call out Mali also. But they won't. They're just gonna call out who? Nonku and Jojo. So the first question was for Slee. So Mablerh was like, her and Sorisha's friendship, Jojo and Nonku did not like receive it very well. And then there was a question from a fan. Like the question was, you're talking about desperation on Nonku wanting to be friends with Jojo. What about Slee wanting to be friends with Annie and Sorisha so bad? And to be honest, Slee was desperate to be friends with Sorisha and Annie. That bad. She did. Anyway, Slee was like, that's their opinion. She doesn't care. The one person that the person who brought her onto this show did not have her back, and Sorisha had her back. So it was easy for her to jump ship. I do feel like Nonku as a friend effed up when she like threw Slee under the bus. But for me, Slee jumped the ship very fast. Like she knew Sorisha and Annie didn't like Nonku, and she was very buddy with them. So for me, someone like that was never your friend to begin with. And when I say that, I hope people have heard the fact that I said Nonku was wrong also, because I think like people feel like when I'm talking about Slee and Nonku's friendship, I never like check Nonku. I always check Nonku. I said Nonku was not a good friend, throwing Slee under the bus, point blank period. But Slee also jumped ship very quickly. Very quickly. And her saying that Nonku didn't have her back. When did you have Nonku's back? This whole season, when did you have Nonku's back? I have not seen you have her back at all. So quit with the lies and being victim. Mablerh asked Nonku, what do you think of the friendship between Sorisha and Slee? Nonku was like, I'm happy for them. I'm good. I'm happy for them. Jojo was like, listen, anybody here is free to be friends with everyone. I'm not here to tell someone, don't be friends with this one, don't be friends. You can be friends with everyone. Mablerh asked Jojo and Nonku, did you guys have the CBD that that Slee sent to Nonku? You all remember the one that Nonku acted a fool and was just dipping the gift inside the jacuzzi? And they were like, yes, they did. Actually, I went to their Instagram and they did have some weed gummies before the reunion. And I love that because they were calm AF in this part 1. And I love that. She was asked a question about why she thought it was necessary for her to say that her parenting is better than Nonku's and she abandoned her children. Slee explained herself and she was like, listen, when they had the divorce, she left, and she left her kids with her father. To be honest, I understood her explanation, but Slee, the first episode, you said you left your kids for a man. Those were your words. You said that you left your kids for a man. So I got the explanation that you gave at the reunion, but girl, that's what you said in the first episode. And then I hated that Mablerh did not follow up. Liz, I asked you, what made you think that you can tell Nonku her parenting is not right and you left your own kids? What made you think that was right? I hate that Mablerh did not follow up that question. He could have just followed up that question. I really wanted to hear her answer. So what makes you think you're a better mother than Nonku? But anyway, that question, so it was fine. So but her explanation made sense. And then also the kids were not like destitute or something. The kids were left with their father. So what, fathers can't take care of the children, but still sleep. First episode, you did say you left your children for a man. They talked about the new Sorisha, and that some people like this new Sorisha wasn't giving. Some people are like this new Sorisha is everything. So Mablerh asked Sorisha, so what happened? What changed? And she was like, I thank Annie for this, and Annie has not turned me into a vindictive person. She kind of has. You know, the the funny thing is this: if Sorisha was in this accountability journey, and she was this person who's standing up for what's right and standing up for herself, the only person she was doing this to was Nonku and Jojo. When Sani was being a horrible person to Annie, she did not say anything. She did not stand up to Sani. She only stood up to Jojo and Nonku. And I swear until now I do not know what Nonku did to Sorisha. For Sorisha to just turn on Nonku like that. Like, they were cool. They were really cool. I have never seen like a beef between Sorisha and Nonku. I don't understand. But Sani here, who has been insulting Annie left, right, and center, you didn't do shit. Those chakras on your throat didn't do shit. So you were vindictive. And you were vindictive towards Nonku. You were vindictive towards Nonku. The host asked Annie, is this what you expected from her and all this? And Annie was like, yes, I love this for her. And this is the person she's always been. It's just that season 1 and 2, she was kind of not standing up for herself just because she wants everybody to be cool with her. And the host was like, so you've been lying to us for 2 seasons. Yeah, bitch, she's been hiding herself very well. Mablerh asked Nonku, what do you think of this? And Nonku is like, I don't have a problem with her changing. For the better, for the worst, I really don't care. Okay, Nonku didn't say that, but Nonku was just implying that I don't have a problem with her changing. But the thing is, what shocked me is at the table, her trying to start something. After I've already told her, I'm going to talk to Annie separately. I already did a review on that episode. I was saying Sorisha was wrong. Nonku had already said that she'll talk to Annie one-on-one. And then Sorisha, don't act like you didn't tell Annie already. And I wonder why they didn't show us that conversation between Nonku and Annie. Because in that conversation, Annie was so wrong. You're not going to tell me to stand up so that your husband sits. Are you out of your damn mind? I'm wearing heels and all, and you're telling me you stand up so that your husband sits. Anyway, I did a review on that. If you haven't watched that review, go watch it. Mablerh asked Annie, because Nonku and Annie they just like oil and water. And she's like, Annie and Nonku, you guys have just never been able to just sit down and talk and just be cool. And it stems from season 1, the reunion. And I was like, Mablerh, you are watching. And Annie says, yeah, the Nonku and Ayanda situation. I remember even season 2, Annie told Nonku, I'm not cool with you after what you did. And I remember Nonku and Annie talked, and it was supposed to be over and done with, but I guess Annie still holds a grudge for something that had nothing to do with her. And then she's like, when people show you who they are, believe them. Mablerh is like, but people evolve, and she says that she hasn't seen any change from Nonku. I am thankful Nonku did not even bother arguing with this bitch. Nonku didn't bother trying to explain herself, because she has already explained herself with Annie when it came to this situation. Annie just doesn't want to receive it, and it's fine. I don't think Annie and Nonku will ever be friends, and I'm cool with that also. I am. This next part pissed me off. I was disgusted by Sorisha. I was disgusted by Annie. I was disgusted by Maria. I don't know if Slee laughed because they didn't show us, but I was really disgusted by those three people. Mablerh asked Sorisha about saying the foot sec thing, and Sorisha was like, I only whispered it. And then Mablerh was like, no, even though you whispered, like the microphone was just like, foot sec. You knew what you were doing by saying it. Just own up and like, yeah, I said it. I say it with your chest. I said it. This is where I knew Mablerh understood what Nonku was trying to say. Because Mablerh asked Sorisha, if it's not a swear word, say it again. So you did know that it was a bit offensive. So Sorisha said, foot sec again. And she was like, and everyone was laughing. And then Nonku was like, can I just say something? That word offended me. Because in my language, that word means a dog. And I swear, I remember I asked one of my friends, she studied in essay, and I asked, foot sec doesn't mean dog? And she's like, no, it means piss off. I remember watching Rhythm City. I think they used to say foot sec meant like a dog or something like that. But the new shows, foot sec means get away or piss off. So like, it's cool. And then Mablerh was like, which language does it mean dog? Zulu. And it's like, no, Nonku, no. Then Nonku explained it. Like, in the township, the ghetto, the slums, and whatnot, when you say foot sec, it's like you're telling a dog, get out, get away, piss off. You know, like it's just an offensive word. I felt when she said that, the only thing Sorisha could have said is, when Mablerh explained it, the only thing Sorisha could have said is, I didn't mean it like that, and I am sorry if you took it like that. That's it. But what does she do? No, I wouldn't even say that to my dogs. I was so pissed off when she said that. And then Annie started laughing. You could tell Maria did not want to laugh, but she just laughed anyway. But you could tell Maria did not want to laugh. And you could also tell Sorisha didn't want to laugh. But since Annie's laughing, Maria's laughing, she started laughing also. Like, I could say that to my dogs. And Annie was just boring me the whole episode because she was just laughing. Things were not even funny. Like, I think your age was showing at this point. That pissed me off. And it took a white woman to tell them that's not funny. That's borderline bullying, and that's just mean. Even Nonku was like, yeah, that's not funny, that's mean. Like, I just hated how they always react to Nonku trying to express when they're hurting Nonku. They expect Nonku to just take it. But for them, they always expect Nonku to apologize. And one thing about Nonku, she doesn't have a problem with apologizing. If she has hurt you, offended you, dissed you, disrespected you or something, Nonku will apologize. And I know people say, oh, she apologizes and then repeats it. Okay, fine. So you'd rather be with someone who offends you, they laugh about it? I was so disappointed at Maria, I was so disappointed at Sorisha, and I was so disappointed at Annie. If someone is telling you this word is offensive to me, you should just apologize. But I guess the three of you thought that was funny. Mablerh asked Sorisha, do you think you and Nonku can ever resolve whatever the problem is? Because really nobody knows what the problem is. Sorisha just started attacking Nonku for no reason. Sorisha just started hating Nonku for no reason. Because until now, if you ask Sorisha what did Nonku do to you, you'll say nothing. Anyway, Sorisha said that Nonku has blocked her and all this. And you're acting like Nonku blocked you for no reason. Y'all were mean to Nonku. Y'all have been mean since season 1 to Nonku. You're the one who's just catching up. So it's Nonku's segment about Rough Diamond. Honestly, I was not pissed about this segment at all. This is the reunion. Everybody is supposed to be held accountable. So I was not. A lot of people I saw were pissed because Mablerh held Nonku accountable. I didn't have a problem with that. I just wish he held everyone else accountable. So this next segment was Nonku. Nonku was in the hot seat. I really didn't have a problem with that. This is the reunion. I don't care who you are. Every person should be in the hot seat. If you said something, if you did something, I want all the questions asked. So I did not have a problem with Mablerh asking Nonku the right questions. The only problem I had with Mablerh part 1 is he did not treat everybody the same. Nonku and Sani were treated like this is a reunion. The others were treated with kiddie gloves. The part 1. Anyway, he asked Nonku, yo, you got the car and you were celebrating? Nonku was like, nah, come on. I got it after giving it up. Then he's like, how was it? I felt it was a bit inappropriate, but Nonku was a good sport. She's like, just think of like the first time you give it up after staying for so long. That's how it is. I'm happy Mablerh just cut it off after that. Like he saw that Nonku was a bit uncomfortable with that question, and he continued to ask Nonku questions like, where is RD? What's the situation? You guys were engaged in all this, and in true housewife fashion, Nonku was like, it's a legal matter. I hate when housewives do that at the reunion. I hate it because that's the simpler way of saying I'm not answering your questions, and you can't force it. I hate that she did that. I hate it. I hate when any housewife like it's a legal matter. I can't talk about it. I hate it. Anyway, she said that she's not going to ask any. She's not going to answer questions about RD. Mablerh asked Slee, listen, you didn't want Nonku to introduce RD to the girls, and why was this? Slee was like, it was just too fast, and we didn't know this. She didn't know him that long. It was like 2 or 3 months, y'all remember. And Bali was like, listen, you remember we talked and you told me he was in jail, and I just thought that wasn't the right thing to do, to introduce RD to your kids yet. There was a fun question. I was like, RD was in jail, accused of rape, and you still introduce him to your teenage daughter. I can even defend Nonku on this one. I even said it was disgusting that Nonku was with that man. That man was accused of rape. But you know what was really shocking? You were accused of rape and arrested, and you stayed in jail for 6 months only. We gotta do better as Africans and our justice system. 6 months only for rape, and you probably went back to the same place. You had the victim, and maybe the victim kept seeing you. Like, I felt so bad for the victim, and I was really disappointed in Nonku when it came to that. And her saying, oh, I knew, he told me everything about it. He told me about going to jail. He told me that he raped someone. I was like, Nonku, ew. I was so disgusted by Nonku. Mablerh asked Jojo, you are the only person who was all for this relationship. What is it that you saw in this man that made you think he's the right one for Nonku? And she was like, listen, one thing about Jojo, she really knows how to answer a question. She does. Jojo's like, it's not what I saw in him, it's what I saw in Nonku. Nonku was happy. Nonku was a changed woman. She was just better all around. And I remember Nonku was a bit skeptical to be with this man, because like I said, Nonku has had very toxic relationships. Her last relationship, or rather her ex-husband, was physically abusive. So Nonku was also skeptical to be with this man. So when Jojo was like, she gave love a chance, I kind of understood what Jojo was trying to say, or what Jojo meant. Like, she saw Nonku trying to give love a chance, because Nonku was scared of even just opening up and letting go. She was like, you could have we saw some of the episodes, her saying, how can I just let a man be in control of me again? She was scared of that. So I get what Jojo was trying to say. Jojo was like, I just saw some change in Nonku, and that's why I was like all for it. Mablerh asked Nonku, do you think you can give love another chance? And Nonku started breaking down. I felt so bad for her. I saw tweets, people saying she deserves this and all this. As a woman, I don't think she deserves it. And you know, the effed up thing is this: when you're in love or when you're in that bubble, you do not care what, if someone is just showing you this is it, the sky is fucking blue. The sky is blue. When RD is telling her the sky is red, she will listen to the fact that the sky is red. regardless with how many facts are just like this on her face. So I felt so bad for her when she broke down. I felt so bad for her. And I hope Nonku gets love. I love how Jojo's like, there's some good men out there. So if Nonku wants to get a man, I really hope, God please just send her a good man. Don't send her a scammer. But we don't know if she's a scammer, allegedly. Don't send her a scammer who steals money from her, allegedly. Sani and Ruan came. when Mablerh say hi to Sani, she's like, you've lost your voice. She was mocking Jojo when Jojo lost her voice, so she was like, and then she started talking like, hello, I'm fine, don't worry, I'm fine. Listen, Sani can make you laugh. Sani is really funny, but Sani is such a horrible person. Sani is such a horrible person. He went, Mablerh said hi to they started showing a montage of Ruan nodding, because you remember Sorisha almost beat his head off when he was talking to Nonku, and he was just like, they show us a montage of him nodding when everyone is talking. He was just like, Maria talking to him, Nonku talking to him, like that. I think that is what to go when he's panicking. He even said, when I panic, this is like, it's not like I'm not listening, but I just like, It was so funny when they showed us that. So they started with Sani. They showed Sani when she was coming to the Sorisha event that Sorisha invited her to. And they were like, so Mablerh just asked Sani, what triggered you when it came to Slee? And Sani explained, when Slee was entering, we were the three of us, and Slee only said to two people but didn't say hi to me. So when I came to sit down, I was already pissed by that, and I was like, okay, there's always a reason to something. He asked Jojo, so why did you agree with Sani immediately? And Jojo was like, listen, I was feeling some type of way about Slee, and here comes someone who's saying the same thing I'm saying. I felt a little bit validated, which is true. Anyway, Sani is also asked about Londi, like, why did you attack Londi? Sani was like, when did I attack her? I swear, I don't know what's wrong with Sani. Either she has amnesia, either she just likes to pretend like she doesn't remember anything. But Sani's like, when did I attack her? When did I attack her? And then they showed a clip, and Mablerh asked, like, what was so offensive that you had to attack her like that? She's like, I didn't attack her. But listen, I was on Sani's side when she said this. Although what she did to Londi was really disgusting, Sani said, I was sitting, I was chilling, I was with my phone, I was just like this. And then I had my name. And it's true. Londi could have just said, I don't want to talk about this right now. But Londi was being shady by saying, Sani is here, I don't want to talk about it. Even me, if you mention my name and I haven't done nothing to you, you're going to get the smoke. That's what Londi got. The smoke. Although what Sani did was not right. How the way Sani talked to Londi that day, like, the only thing Londi could say was shut up, shut up, shut up. Like Sani checked Londi. But to be honest, Londi, you could have just told Jojo, I don't want to talk about it right now. But you had to mention Sani's name, like, Sani is here, I can't talk about it. Then that's when Sani was like, why are you mentioning my name? What does your situation have to do with me? So I understand why Sani went off, but she just took it too far. So the host was really, I think the host was really annoyed by Sani, and she was like, oh, anyway, everyone is watching. I'm pretty sure Londi is watching. Do you have anything to say to Londi? Sani apologized the best way she could, because at the end of it, she finished by saying, but I didn't lie. Sani's a trip. So it got to Maria's segment, and then everyone was like, no, Mablerh was like, listen, Maria, one thing we knew you didn't like Sorisha. You all remember when Maria did not like Sorisha, and just Maria had a problem with Sorisha. So they show us the montage, of course, and Maria said the first time that she met Sorisha, she was dismissive. The princess soiree, she was very dismissive, but eventually we got to talk and the friendship was formed. And also, I was told that Sorisha did not like me. And it's like, Mablerh was like, who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Uh, Jojo. Jojo's like, what? When did I say that? And Maria was like, so many times, so many times. And Jojo turned to Ruan, do you remember me saying that? And Ruan said, I don't remember that. Maria was like, you're like a dildo in the wind. I swear, some of the things people uh, take as like amazing reads, I don't get it. What's a dildo in the wind? I didn't get it. Okay, for me, I didn't get it anyway. Maybe I'm the one who didn't get it. You're like a dildo in the wind. You don't remember anything. Let me tell you something. Maria, Ruan, and Jojo used to talk trash about Sorisha. Point blank, period. Maria, you're not going to act like you didn't say nothing. Because even Jojo was like, you talked mad shit about Sorisha. And she's like, me? When? Oh my God. And Jojo's like, listen, you're not going to come here, throw me under the bus and think I'm not going to say nothing. Those three talked about Sorisha. They did. And Maria, like, if you know you talked mad shit about Sorisha, why even bring it up? And you can't say the reason that you had a problem with Sorisha is all because of Jojo. Because we've seen you say, oh, she's not the queen. Oh, Sorisha is not the queen. Oh, she thinks she's the Indian lady. We've seen you throw jabs through your confessionals. And the confessionals, I think, are after you guys filming, right? So you were blaming it all on Jojo told you, Jojo told you. I felt like that was just you trying to dig yourself out of this hole that you put yourself in. So the three of you talked mad shit about Sorisha, cool. So you decided to throw a tantrum because your lies were about to be exposed. That's how I felt. Jojo said she has talked much shit about Sorisha, and she was asking Ruan, and Ruan was like, yes. So now Maria is all of a sudden, oh, I thought you didn't remember. Oh, now you remember. No, Maria. You're not going to play with me also. He doesn't remember Jojo saying that Sorisha doesn't like you. Jojo probably said it, but he doesn't remember. But he does remember you talking shit about Sorisha. That one he's not going to forget, because him and Jojo right now are close. And they didn't say anything. They haven't said anything during the whole season of you talking trash about Sorisha. They haven't said it. They didn't bring up Sorisha's name at the reunion. You did. So when you throw me under the bus, what do you expect me to do? Not throw you under the bus? Anyway, Ruan did not like that you're the dildo in the wind statement. He didn't like it. Mablerh asked Ruan, how long have you been friends with Jojo? 3 years. How long have you been friends with Maria? 6-7 years. And everyone is like, let me get this. So just because you've been friends with someone for 2 years and the other one for 7 years, that means this friendship is not stronger than this one. In some cases, yes, the 7-year friendship is way stronger and the bond is way bigger. But that doesn't mean I cannot be friends with someone else. That doesn't mean that. Like, you can be friends with someone for so long and you meet someone else and things are different. Anyway, Ruan explains himself and is like, listen, I've been friends with her for 7 years. She was like a mother figure. With Jojo it's 2 years, but it's been more fun. It got to a point I had to choose. I choose Jojo. I understood what Ruan said, and I'm glad Ruan stood his ground. This bitch started crying. You've come to my house. I've been there for you. You came here, you interviewed these ladies, and you wanted to be a guardsman, and only Jojo allowed you, let you in. They show us a clip of of Ruan being desperate and asking to be a guardsman for them, or for one of the ladies, because Sorisha said she already has a guardsman. So for season 3, so they showed us that. So Maria's like, 14 minutes and I don't know, 3 seconds, it is there. I was like, bitch, you really went on like 14 minutes. This is where everyone has to be the husband. Like, that was so whack for me. She's like, I can't take this anymore. She threw that piece. I think it was tissue and ran off. She was so dramatic for no reason, to be honest. There is nothing that would have made you just storm off the stage like that. She was dramatic for no reason. Ruan did not flinch. Ruan was just like, okay. Jojo was not moved by it. Jojo was like, oh my god, that is so dramatic. And this is coming from someone who's very dramatic. Because Jojo is dramatic. She's there crying in the bathroom with her makeup artist, and then what's her name? Sorisha was like, I have a husband. We've been friends for like what, a decade or something. And what you did, I would not forgive you. What did Ruan do? Just choose another friend? What did Ruan do? Because I haven't seen him talk shit about Maria like the way you guys are talking shit about him, the way Maria is trying to act. So what did Ruan do? She said that she would never forgive her husband for doing the same thing that he's doing. I still think you're a good person. It's just that there's traffic. Traffic is Jojo and Nonku. There's traffic over there. I hope you just see the lights. Anyway, the bitch Maria came back. She settled. And she's like, are you okay? Are you okay? Mablerh was like, are you okay? And he's like, I'm just hurt. I'm just hurt. Mablerh asked, Ruan, do you have anything to say to Maria? Maria, do you have anything to say to Ruan? And they both kept quiet. And I am so glad Ruan did not kiss her ass. I'm so glad Ruan did not kiss her ass. Like, Maria, he can be friends with Jojo and still be friends with you. And we saw that he wasn't hating on you like that. So he can be friends with both of you. Maria's like, oh, he he body shamed me and all this. I feel like Ruan just chose where he felt it was all love, it was all fun, rather than choosing you where all is. When you sit with Maria, it's just Nonku is trash, Nonku is this, Nonku is that. So he just decided, you know what, I'm going to just chill with the people who make me laugh and who are happy. So they got to the body shaming part. And Mablerh asked Nonku, I can see that you've gotten your lips done. So if you've gotten your lips done, why do you have a problem with Maria's lips? Valid question. Nonku was like, yes, I got my lips done. Don't they look great? And then this bitch Maria was like, they look like track tires. You see what I mean? First of all, they don't look like track tires. Her lips look really nice. They do. Number two, Maria, if you're gonna scream body shaming, don't do it also. And one thing about body shaming, as a woman, we all body shame. We really do. I will walk and say, oh my god, your back does not look nice, or your titties are saggy, or something. Like, we all as women, we body shame. It's not right, but we do. But for Maria to be like, oh my god, they're talking about my lips, and then when you get an opportunity, you do the same. Mbali has talked about your lips also. Where is the anger? I don't see you so angry with Mbali. Mbali has body shamed, what's her name? Nonku. You don't see Nonku saying shit. Mbali has also body shamed Nonku. Anyway, Nonku was like, they got done by an award-winning doctor. Everything is in proportion. I was like, yes, bitch. That's why people have a problem with your mouth. Everything is in proportion, bitch. Her lips look nice. Her lips don't look so inflated like Maria's lips. And that's the only problem there is. Anyway, they're going back and forth with Maria. And Nonku was like, Maria has not liked me from the get-go. And it's true. Maria has not liked Nonku from the get-go, and I don't know why. And Mablerh was like, it's good that you say that. And Mablerh asked Maria, you called Nonku trash. And Nonku was like, weed. She first called me weed. Maria was like, let me explain why I called her weed. Maria is explaining to us what a weed is, because she thinks she's the only intelligent person sitting on that couch. She explains that to us. And then she was going to apologize. But since Nonku was like, I really don't give a damn about this apology, she doubled down on it. She's like this. I called you a weed because I thought it was only you, but no, it is you, it's both of you. Jojo and Nonku are the weeds, and they're the ones who have caused this divide in the group. Jojo and Nonku haven't caused the divide in the group. Jojo and Nonku haven't caused this divide in the group. Nonku has been bullied in this group, and I'm not saying Nonku is innocent, because she's had her fair share of talking trash and being an idiot sometimes. But there has never been this much divide. Like, you see season 2, Annie and Nonku were not feeling each other, but this divide was not there. Sani came into this group, saw the cracks, and she played you guys. She played Sorisha, she played Annie, she played you, Maria, and she played Slee. Sani came and saw the cracks and decided, I'm going to play you guys. Sani did that. You, Maria, went to the side that you felt was, okay, this is a better side and all this, because you didn't like Nonku. Nonku says you hated her for no reason. and you're saying there is no one day I say that I don't like you. We have seen you say that you don't like Nonku. We have seen you say that. Mablerh cut the Maria and Nonku thing short, and like I said, he was not holding some people accountable. That was the point for you to hold Maria accountable. What is the reason you don't like Nonku? What has Nonku done to you? Nothing. What's the reason you don't like her? Say you didn't like this, you didn't like this, you didn't like this. But Nonku never did anything to you. When he cut it short, he went to the montage of the Mablerh. And he actually asked a very good question to Mali. Mali, when we were watching this, we were like, why did you react the way you reacted? Because in your mind, you thought you're the one who thought Mablerh was trash, low, below your standards, and all this. And then Mablerh explained it, and she was like, when I watched the show, Mablerh was humiliated. Jojo and Nonku treated Mablerh like trash. Jojo and Nonku talked shit about Mablerh. Like, they just saw about the fake bags, the not so good wigs. Anyway, Mablerh wasn't looking like all put together. Let's be honest. Let's just be honest. So I understood what's her name? I understood what Mbali said. But Mbali, you could have just gone and asked Nonku without just getting riled up and already started dissing Nonku. But you didn't want to do that. You already got mad. You already had that. You also had that perception of Mablerh. So when you went off on Nonku, you already had the perception. You didn't let her explain. Mablerh asked Nonku, so what did you mean by Mablerh? I felt like Nonku bullshitted us. Just gave us some BS. Mablerh is a hustler. Mablerh is someone who works very hard. Mablerh is an independent woman. But if you press her buttons, she reacts. She did a good. I think she sat down with Jojo for this one, because this is not how Nonku answers questions. She didn't even start. She was like, yes. So I think Jojo gave her points. Mablerh was like, I have to follow up, and I was like, so with Nonku you follow up, with the others you just let it die. That's why I say in part 1 I did not like that he didn't hold everyone accountable. But at the same time, I loved that he followed up the questions with Nonku. Because you're not going to play in my face and tell me you meant Mablerh was a hustler. That's not what you meant, Nonku. Anyway, he followed up and was like, everybody didn't think you meant that. Because when people had Mablerh, everyone was like, and I wish he asked everyone who was like, what do you think that meant? Because if you are like, that means you thought Mablerh was trash, low, below standards, and all these things. If you went like that, I didn't go like that when he said Mablerh vibes. Even me, I was like, when I heard Nonku say that, I was like, what does she mean by Mablerh vibes? But if you went like, oh my god, she said Mablerh vibes, then you also had the perception that Mablerh vibes means that you're low and trash. They went back to Sani. They show a montage of everything Sani said, and everything that she's denying, right? after showing the montage, Mablerh was like, Sani was just like, and then so they started talking about, so Sani, why did you call Annie's husband a loser? And Sani said, I didn't say it was Kulu. I didn't say it was Kulu. And actually, I can believe that. The editing, I can actually believe that, because Sani in the confessional, she didn't say Kulu, or she didn't say her husband. Sani only said, Annie, do you want to talk about your past and that man of yours is in the streets as a loser? So when she said, I was not talking about Annie's husband, that confessional, I believed Sani. I believe the editing made it seem like Sani talked about her husband. The fact that she just said, let's go to your past, that's why I believed Sani did not mean her husband. Mablerh asked, so you know Annie from way back? And Sani said, yes, I do know Annie from way back. And that's when I knew this is the reason Annie did not want this woman here. Sani knows a lot about Annie back in the day. They get to the sleeping your way to the top. Sani said that she didn't mean it in that manner, and besides, she hasn't slept her way to the top. She's halfway. I was like, what the fuck? Is this woman okay? But Again, I'm not going up for Sani, but I think this is what Sani meant. She was a lousy PA, and then she slept with the boss. So from PA to wife, PA, wife, PA, wife, a lousy PA to wife. So Sani was like, yeah, she slept her way up there. It's not the top, but it's up there. It's halfway. I felt like that's what Sani was trying to say. Was it wrong? It was. It was wrong. But did she lie? Did she lie though? Mablerh asked Annie, were you offended by that statement? Annie said, I'm not offended by it. I was disappointed because she didn't own up to it and she didn't tell me to my face. But I wasn't offended by it. Mablerh tells Sani, so clearly Annie took it that way, that you didn't come and apologize or something like that. So can you apologize to her right now? Sani was like, shame, I didn't respect her like that, so yeah, but can you apologize? And Sani was like, she won't forgive me anyway. So in short, Sani said that she won't apologize. But I was like, Mablerh, so you can ask Sani to apologize to Annie, because Annie took something the wrong way, but you can't ask Sorisha to apologize to Nonku, and Nonku took the Butsekwa the wrong way. But anyway, it's cool. They talk about the racist comment. I say this was not a racist thing. Her saying colored, for me it wasn't racist. For me it's just her being what's the word, prejudice, but it wasn't racist. Sani said that she can't remember that, her saying that, and she was like, play it. Mablerh was like, take it away. Mablerh had it on play. They played it and it was true. Sani did say colored when what's her name, when Sani did say coloreds or colored when Annie stepped on her. So she did say that word. For me, again, it's not racist, it's prejudice. And they left it as, like, Sani is a liar. Sani is a liar. Or there's a point Sani and Jojo went at it because Jojo was like, oh, no one believes you now because we can clearly see you lie all the time. And Sani went off on Jojo's like, oh, I don't need people here. I don't need this job. I don't need to be here. I don't have to suck ass. And Sani was actually right. A lot of the ladies there, Maria, Slee, they suck. They kiss each other's asses to be there, to be honest. But I love Sani. Sani does stand her ground. Sani does do that, but Sani is a liar and Sani cannot apologize for nothing. Even the apology that she gave Blondie was trash. But anyway, that was the episode. I'm going to see you next week for the reunion part 2. Bye bye.